Hello guys. Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a tier list. So basically on, I can't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, or it was one of those days, I did a video where I did this fun challenge in Mario Super Sluggers. I recently discovered that the color that Mii's wear in the game is actually important, as it decides what chemistry you can have. What I did on Tuesday or Wednesday was I built a team where each member would have chemistry with the Mii that I chose. I noticed that some colors had better chemistry than other colors, and that's why I wanted to do a tier list on it. But then I also noticed something as I was planning on the tier list. I noticed that certain colors didn't have chemistry with any captains, so you couldn't actually create a full team like that. Like the blue, there is no captain who is blue, there is no captain who is light blue, and there is no captain who is white. So I also thought, what if we actually change the captains, just from like most popular characters and all that, to actually one captain per each color. Some colors just have one captain, like red, some have two, like pink, and then some have none, like blue. So I wanted to make it so there was only one per color. And also, I'm only going to really focus on S through F. I'm not going to focus on S plus or question mark. I'm using the same kind of tiers as I did in my last tier list video. Anyway, starting off with Mario, or Red, so it's going in S tier. I mean, look at the options you have. Just, come on, you have so many options, so many good options. And this is the team that I think are best suited for Red. Because, I mean, look at that back. They have such a perfect back. They have Baby Mario, Red Yoshi, and Mario. All fast characters who have chemistry with each other. And Toad is also really fucking fast. And then you've got power hitters like Fire Bro, Dark Bones, Red Pianta. And then you also have Red Magikoopa, who's a really good pitcher. And, of course, the Mii that you base this team around. It's all good. There's nothing really wrong with this team. Anyway, now you get to Orange, and compared to Red, Orange really just does not have a lot. There's only two actual characters, and only one of them is actually good. This shit's going in D tier. I'm not putting it in F because it has something. I mean, it has one good character, and both of the characters have chemistry with each other, so it's not like there's a lack of chemistry somewhere. I'll give it credit for that. But Daisy has good pitching, and she has a really good star swing and chemistry with Baby Daisy. But there's nothing really else going. Baby Daisy's not as fast as other baby characters like Baby Luigi, and Baby Daisy excels in the same exact stat that Daisy does, which is pitching, so it's not very good. Yellow is actually pretty solid. There is a lot of options for characters. I think Yellow goes in the B tier. So starting off, the back doesn't look as good. You have Mii's, which have average speed, but then you have Yellow Toad. But then you also have other fast characters like Yellow Yoshi and Wiggler. Then you have power hitters like Wario and Pianta. Kamek is pitching, and Shy Guy doesn't really do much, but he's the only other character we could have gotten. Basically, I think the main problem with this team is a lack of chemistry. Otherwise, we would probably have a better back. I also think Shy Guy is kind of just sitting there, not really doing much. Besides that, it's solid. Now, Light Green. I feel like Light Green has way less characters than it should. It only has Yoshi and Petey Piranha. And even though Yoshi and Petey Piranha are two of the greatest characters and two of the best characters in the game, I think it goes in D tier. I don't know. I think you have more opportunity for home runs with this team, and it has and you have Yoshi in the back, which is pretty good. And Petey Piranha is a power hitter. The two don't have chemistry with each other, but why? There's so many options for characters that you could have had for light green that were put in dark green, say Noki. I know Noki wouldn't really help the team out. You could have at least done better than just Yoshi and Petey Piranha. Next up is dark green. Dark green, I think, is A tier. It's really good. I mean, Luigi is not as good as Mario in the game, but there's still other good stuff. Like, there's a pretty decent back. There is a Mii in the back, which is average speed, but you also have Baby Luigi and Luigi, who are really fast. And then you also have Noki and Toad, who are also fast. And you have power hitters like Critter, King K. Rool, and Hammer Bro, and then, of course, Kamek again, which is a good pitcher. This team is really good. It actually, Critter and King K. Rool, it's definitely the best team that a Critter could be on because King K. Rool's on it. So there's also a good amount of chemistry in this. Toad and Noki don't get any besides the Mii, but it's solid. It's a really good team. It's a pretty good team. Now, Dark Blue is a team that doesn't have any captains. Well, actually, it was hard for me to decide what the captain should be on this team. The best option is probably Blue Pianta. He's more of a civilian character rather than a main character, I think. But like, he's all we had. Like, and I think that for like in like challenge mode, Pianta would be put in the same stadium as Yoshi. B tier. I think it's B tier. I don't think it's as good as Yellow because Yellow has a captain and Yellow, I think, just has better chemistry. Overall, it's solid. There's a good amount of chemistry, good back, good amount of power hitters. It's all really good. Now, Light Blue, also, this one, I feel like it could go either two ways. Like, one, they could just make Funky Kong the captain of the Light Blues, and then just put him in the same stadium as Donkey Kong for challenge mode. Or they could have actually added Rosalina to the game. Like, they added a lot of characters from Mario Sunshine, like Pianta and Noki, and Petey Piranha, but they didn't. They had an opportunity to add characters from Galaxy as well, like Rosalina. Like, they could have done that, and I don't know which islands which stadium they would have put Rosalina in. Funky Kong would probably be the better option just for like challenge mode. But anyway, this team kind of sucks. I mean, you do have Funky Kong and Tiny Kong with chemistry, but Tiny Kong kind of sucks. And then you have Light Blue Yoshi as well, who's really fast, and it kind of helps for the back, but like, it's not really that great. Okay, next up is Pink. Pink is A tier. I actually think it's better than Green. Pink has probably the best defense you could ask for. It has such an amazing back, as with Pink Yoshi, Birdo, and Toadette. Somehow Birdo has chemistry with Toadette. And then you also have the best character in the game, Peach, as a pitcher, and Baby Peach for chemistry with Peach and Toadette, which is good. I think Dixie Kong being there, and the fact that there's like some Mii's there, kind of stops it from being an S tier. It could have been an S tier, but it was just kind of lacking in a bit of areas, but still really good chemistry, really good back. It's also not really a lot of power hitters. There is Birdo, and Peach has that star swing. Still, solid team. Purple. Purple is the worst color for me by far. The only options you have are Waluigi and Purple Toad, and I don't know, Waluigi is only really good in pitching, and Purple Toad is like fast, so it kind of sets up a back, but like that's about it. It's worse than Yoshi. Like at least Yoshi and Petey Piranha are actually like really good characters, but like Waluigi and Purple Toad, I mean, I guess Waluigi is a good pitcher, but like still, it's really just not good. Brown. I think Brown is a C tier. It's solid. So you've got Monty Mole in the back setting up for decent, or for kind of decent back. You have Goomba and Paragoomba, which don't really do much. Also, Baby DK doesn't do much either. But then you have Donkey Kong and Critter for good hitting, and Toadsworth, who is like the most annoying pitcher in the game. Although Brown, I guess, could be B, but it's kind of lacking in some areas, like chemistry, and it doesn't really have a lot of fast characters. White. I think White is also C tier, but I think it's better than Brown, just because of it has more chemistry. It doesn't really have any fast characters like Brown, but what White does have is a lot of options for pitcher, and good amount of options for batting as well. Like you have pitching for like Boo and King Boo are really good pitchers, and Blooper is really good against players, and King Boo and Dry Bones are really good at batting, but none of them are really fast. And Dry Bones doesn't get any chemistry, which I guess is okay. But oh, actually, I forgot to mention with White, I think King Boo would be the best option for a captain, and I think King Boo would be in Luigi's mansion. And lastly, Black. I think Black is also C tier. I don't know if it's as good as Brown or not. I mean, Black has less options, but those options are like 2 captains and then just a shy guy. No, I don't think it's as good as Brown. You have Bowser Jr. in the back, and you have Bowser, who's also a really good hitter. Bowser Jr. is a really good hitter as well. And Shy Guy's just not really doing much. Shy Guy's stats are basically just NPC behavior. Like, you could just switch Shy Guy out for a me, and it would probably work just as well. But yeah, that's the tier list. This video was probably shorter. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.